What if I told you that carrying something as simple as it in your bag could change your financial fate? It might sound unbelievable, but ancient Buddhist wisdom holds transformative secrets that can change how you approach money and success. This isn't about superstition, it's about aligning your energy with the flow of abundance that's already available to you. Welcome to Buddha's Odyssey, where we explore profound teachings that not only guide our spiritual growth but also offer practical tools for living a prosperous, balanced life. In today's video, we're diving into powerful symbols like cinnamon, written intentions, and crystals such as green aventurine and jade. Each one of these symbols has the potential to shift your energy and open the door to a life filled with prosperity. But here's the secret: the wisdom shared in this video isn't about magic, it's about intention, mindfulness, and action. You have the power to transform your relationship with wealth and well-being, and it starts with simple practices that align your body, mind, and spirit with abundance. Before we jump in, I'd like to ask you to do something that will help you on your journey. If you're ready to invite more prosperity into your life, hit that like button. This simple action helps more people discover these life-changing insights. If you know someone who could benefit from this wisdom, share this video with them. And don't forget to subscribe to Buddha's Odyssey, because when you subscribe, you're not just getting more videos. You're committing to the path of mindful growth and transformation. Lastly, drop a comment below with "The abundance awaits" if you're ready to embrace the prosperity that is already on its way to you. Every like, share, subscribe, and comment is a step toward creating the abundant life you deserve. Let's begin our journey into ancient wisdom that will empower you to transform your life from the inside out. Part 1: The symbolism of cinnamon. Cinnamon, with its distinct scent and warm, earthy flavor, has been a treasured spice for centuries, celebrated not only for its culinary use but also for its deep symbolic significance across various cultures. In many traditions, cinnamon is seen as a powerful tool for invoking wealth, prosperity, and protection. In Buddhism, cinnamon's association with these qualities isn't just a coincidence, it's rooted in ancient teachings that emphasize the importance of intention and energy. By carrying something as simple as we are reminded of how our environment, thoughts, and actions are all interconnected, and how the physical world can serve as a reflection of our inner state. Historically, cinnamon was one of the most coveted spices in the world. It was once worth more than its weight in gold, traded along ancient routes from the Far East to Europe. This made cinnamon a symbol of both material wealth and the ability to transcend one's circumstances. In Buddhist teachings, wealth isn't solely viewed through a material lens. True prosperity, as the Buddha often emphasized, comes from the cultivation of inner peace and the ability to align oneself with a universal flow of abundance. Cinnamon, with its warming properties and rich aroma, symbolizes this balance between the material and spiritual. It serves as a physical reminder that prosperity isn't just something we accumulate, it's something we invite into our lives with the right mindset. Beyond its historical role in trade and rituals, cinnamon also has practical significance in today's world, especially when we consider how it can affect our mindset and intentions. But beyond its rich history, cinnamon reminds us to focus on what we want to attract abundance. I would say, it's not just about the spice itself, it's about what it represents. When we carry cinnamon, we are aligning ourselves with the energy of success and abundance. This small object becomes a tool for self-reminder. Our thoughts are not just fleeting ideas, they are powerful forces that shape our reality. The power of cinnamon lies in its ability to influence our internal dialogue and actions. By carrying we actively invite wealth into our lives, not just financially, but in all areas. It's about shifting our focus to the positive, to the possibilities, and to what we are capable of attracting. By intentionally incorporating this simple item into our daily lives, we cultivate a mindset that attracts success, much like how a magnet pulls metal. It's a practice of reminding ourselves that abundance is already all around us, and it's waiting for us to recognize it and align with it. To illustrate this principle, consider the story of Sarah, a single mother struggling with her finances. Sarah had been working tirelessly, trying to make ends meet, but no matter how hard she worked, she couldn't seem to catch a break. Her financial troubles seemed endless, and she was growing disheartened. One day, a friend shared a small piece of advice with her, to carry with her, especially during moments of financial uncertainty. Intrigued but skeptical, Sarah decided to give it a try. She kept it in her purse every day, using it as a reminder to stay focused on her goals and the abundant opportunities that could arise. A month later, she received an unexpected job offer that not only improved her financial situation but also aligned with her passions. Sarah was amazed at how such a small, seemingly insignificant action could have such a profound impact on her life. That became her daily symbol of abundance, and by focusing on that intention, she was able to shift her energy and attract opportunities she hadn't imagined. The lesson from Sarah's story and from the symbolism of cinnamon is clear. Cinnamon isn't just an aromatic spice, it's a reminder that your thoughts shape your reality. The act of carrying cinnamon is a simple, daily practice of focusing on the abundance that surrounds us. It's a way of setting our intentions, of saying, I am open to prosperity and ready to attract it. The isn't just a physical object, it's a symbol, a talisman that reminds us of our power to shape our reality. By carrying it, we reinforce the mindset that we are worthy of success and that abundance is always available to us. In essence, the is much more than an item you simply put in your bag. It's a tool for transformation. It represents the bridge between thought and reality, between intention and action. When we hold on to it, we reinforce our commitment to cultivating the life we desire. This isn't a matter of superstition, it's about using symbolic practices to align ourselves with universal laws. Just like the Buddha taught that our thoughts create our world, carrying cinnamon is an act of actively shaping our reality with positive energy and intention. By keeping it with us, we remind ourselves that wealth, opportunity, and success are not far off dreams, they are waiting for us to align with them, right now. As we move forward, let this lesson sink in. The simplest actions, when rooted in positive intention, can set the stage for profound transformation. Like all symbolic practices in Buddhism, is a reminder that we are always in the process of becoming who we are meant to be. Through focused attention and a commitment to aligning our thoughts with our actions, we begin to draw the abundance and success that we desire. Part 2: The Power of Written Intentions. In the vast world of personal development and spirituality, there is one universal truth that transcends cultural boundaries: the importance of setting clear intentions. In the context of Buddhist teachings, the concept of intention is foundational, not just as a philosophical idea but as a practical tool for achieving tangible outcomes, especially in relation to financial success. The act of writing down one's goals is not just about putting words on paper, it is a deeply symbolic gesture that can have a transformative effect on our lives. Writing down goals, particularly financial aspirations, is a practice that ties directly into the Buddhist understanding of mindfulness and conscious living. At its core, the act of writing down goals is an exercise in commitment. It represents the conscious decision to focus on what is truly important and to direct our energy toward it. In Buddhism, the idea of setting clear intentions is similar to planting seeds in fertile soil. Just as a gardener carefully selects and plants seeds, nurturing them with patience, time, and attention, we too must plant our intentions in the fertile soil of our minds and hearts. The power of intention lies not only in the clarity it provides but also in the active process of nurturing it. By committing to the practice of writing our goals down, we are declaring to ourselves and to the universe that we are serious about our aspirations. It's an act of alignment, bringing our thoughts into harmony with our actions and our surroundings. In Buddhist teachings, intention is seen as the root of all action. The Buddha himself emphasized that everything we do begins with intention. It's the foundation from which our actions flow, and it shapes the way we experience the world. This concept is echoed in the practice of writing down goals. When we write our financial aspirations on paper, it serves as a physical manifestation of our intention. It's not just about creating a to-do list or jotting down arbitrary wishes. It's a deeply intentional act that brings clarity and purpose to our financial journey. The written word becomes a commitment to ourselves, a promise that we will not simply wait for things to happen, but that we will actively engage with our goals and pursue them with mindfulness and purpose. The power of writing down your goals is that it makes them real. It transforms abstract thoughts into concrete, actionable items. But it's not just about the physical act of writing, it's about what writing down goals does to our mindset. It shifts our focus from wishful thinking to action-oriented thinking. This shift is essential in Buddhism, where the focus is on conscious action and mindfulness. It's one thing to wish for financial success, it's another to actively engage in the practice of creating it through intention and purpose. By writing down our goals, we are taking the first step toward manifesting them in the physical world. The simple act of writing down financial goals is transformative because it serves as a constant reminder of what we're working toward. It's easy to get lost in the busyness of life, to become overwhelmed by day-to-day challenges, and to lose sight of our long-term financial goals. But when we write them down and keep them in front of us, whether in a notebook, a journal, or a digital document, they remain at the forefront of our minds. This consistent reminder brings us back to our purpose, allowing us to realign our actions with our intentions. It helps us stay grounded and focused on the path we've set for ourselves, preventing us from being distracted by short-term setbacks or obstacles. Consider the story of Michael, a young professional who struggled with his finances for years. Despite working long hours and earning a decent salary, Michael found himself constantly living paycheck to paycheck. He felt like he was treading water, unable to make any significant progress in his financial life. One day, he came across a Buddhist teaching that emphasized the importance of setting clear intentions and writing them down. Skeptical but open to trying something new, Michael decided to write down his financial goals. He set specific, measurable goals such as saving a certain amount of money each month and paying off a portion of his debt, and wrote them down in a journal. At first, it felt like a simple, almost trivial task, but as he kept his written goals in front of him every day, something began to shift in his mindset. He started paying more attention to his spending habits and looking for new ways to save and invest. His focus shifted from financial frustration to financial empowerment. Over time, Michael began to see tangible results. He paid off a significant portion of his debt, started saving consistently, and even found new opportunities for passive income. It wasn't that the act of writing down his goals magically made his financial problems disappear. Rather, the act of setting clear intentions created a mental shift. By committing to his goals in writing, he developed a sense of accountability and purpose. He no longer saw his financial situation as something out of his control, but as something he could actively change through mindful action. Michael's story is a perfect example of how the simple act of writing down your goals can lead to a profound shift in both mindset and financial reality. The lesson here is powerful and clear. The simple act of writing down your goals can be a powerful tool for attracting abundance. By writing our goals, we plant the seeds of intention that, with consistent nurturing, will grow into the reality we desire. But the key is not just in the writing itself, it's in the action we take afterward. The written goal is the seed, our actions are the water, the sunlight, and the care that allow that seed to grow. In Buddhism, it's often said that mindfulness and effort are the keys to success. By combining written intentions with mindful action, we create the conditions necessary for abundance to flow into our lives. Goals, when written down, serve as a constant reminder of our potential and our commitment. They anchor us to our higher purpose and prevent us from getting lost in the noise of everyday life. The written word is a powerful tool for manifestation. It takes our thoughts and intentions and grounds them in reality, allowing us to take concrete steps toward financial success. It's a practice that encourages us to think with intention, act with purpose, and stay focused on what we truly want to achieve. The power of written intentions cannot be overstated. By committing our goals to paper, we activate the law of attraction and set in motion the energy needed to manifest them. It's a simple yet profound practice that is rooted in the Buddhist principles of intention, mindfulness, and purposeful action. Just as a gardener carefully tends to their plants, we must tend to our goals with patience, consistency, and gratitude. In doing so, we create the fertile soil in which our intentions can take root and grow. When we write our financial goals, we are not just planning for the future, we are actively creating it. By making our goals visible, keeping them at the forefront of our minds, and aligning our actions with them, we ensure that we are always moving toward the life we envision. The practice of writing down our goals is an essential step in transforming our financial aspirations into reality. It's not just about the goals themselves, but about the person we become in the process, the person who is mindful, purposeful, and aligned with their intentions. As we continue to nurture our goals with action and gratitude, we will undoubtedly attract the abundance we seek. Part 3. Green Aventurine, the Stone of Opportunity. Green Aventurine, often called the Stone of Opportunity, has gained recognition for its association with growth, prosperity, and good fortune. But its influence goes beyond simple luck. It is deeply embedded in the idea of aligning with opportunities and making wise, thoughtful decisions. Within the context of prosperity, Green Aventurine acts as a guide that encourages both emotional and financial growth. In many ways, it serves as a symbol of balance, urging us to stay grounded while we reach for the abundance that we deserve. Just as in Buddhism, where balance, wisdom, and mindfulness guide every aspect of life, Green Aventurine teaches us to approach prosperity with a mindset of patience, clarity, and purpose. Unlike many other gemstones that may be associated with transient wealth or fleeting fortune, Green Aventurine holds a deeper meaning in the realm of prosperity. It's not about chasing after the next big financial opportunity, but about aligning ourselves with opportunities that are in harmony with our true path. This concept mirrors the Buddhist teachings, where the emphasis is placed not on the pursuit of external material wealth but on the cultivation of inner wisdom, balance, and conscious living. Green Aventurine does not just bring good fortune, it encourages us to make decisions that are rooted in wisdom, which, over time, lead to lasting prosperity. Green Aventurine's energetic connection to the heart chakra is vital in this context. The heart chakra governs not only our ability to love and experience emotional balance but also our capacity for abundance. When the heart chakra is open and aligned, it is easier to attract opportunities that resonate with our deepest values and desires. Green Aventurine, with its vibrant green color, is said to encourage the flow of this abundant energy. It supports us in making choices that promote long-term financial stability and emotional well-being, helping us align with the opportunities that serve our highest good. In practical terms, the role of Green Aventurine in promoting prosperity can be seen in how it supports wise decision-making. Prosperity is not only about financial wealth but also about the decisions we make daily, the choices that align with our broader life goals and values. The energy of Green Aventurine helps guide us toward decisions that not only offer immediate gratification but also contribute to a greater sense of fulfillment and security. This is especially important in today's fast-paced world, where many of us are often tempted by quick, short-term gains. Green Aventurine helps us slow down and think strategically, making decisions that will sustain us over time. Take, for instance, the story of Julia, a woman in her early 30s who had been struggling to find her footing in her career. She had been bouncing between jobs, never quite satisfied, and was beginning to feel stuck financially. She had heard about green aventurine and decided to purchase a small stone, not with the expectation that it would solve her problems, but as a reminder to make decisions that aligned with her values. She started carrying the stone with her every day, and over time, she began to notice subtle shifts in her mindset. Rather than chasing the next big opportunity for the sake of financial gain, Julia started evaluating her options more carefully, considering what would truly bring her fulfillment in the long run. One day, Julia received a job offer that initially seemed too good to be true. The salary was higher, the company was well established, and on the surface, it appeared to be the perfect opportunity. However, Julia took a step back, reflecting on the opportunity with mindfulness and consideration, rather than jumping in head first out of desperation. She realized that while the position was lucrative, it didn't align with her personal goals or values. Instead, Julia chose to turn down the offer and accepted a different one that not only paid slightly less but offered more long-term stability, opportunities for personal growth, and a better work-life balance. By carrying her green aventurine and using it as a reminder to stay balanced, she made a decision that, while not the easiest or most immediate, was in line with her long-term aspirations for happiness and prosperity. Julia's experience is a perfect example of how green aventurine can influence our decisions and guide us toward opportunities that will provide lasting prosperity. She could have easily been swayed by the immediate financial benefits of the first job offer, but her mindful approach, one that was influenced by the energy of green aventurine, allowed her to make a more thoughtful decision that contributed to her overall well-being. This kind of decision-making is in harmony with Buddhist teachings, where the path to prosperity is not about chasing after fleeting opportunities but about making choices that are rooted in mindfulness, wisdom, and the intention to align with our highest good. The lesson here is clear. Green aventurine teaches us that financial success is not about chasing the next big thing. It's about aligning your actions with your highest good, making decisions that bring lasting prosperity. True prosperity comes when we focus not just on accumulating wealth but on aligning our actions with the deeper purpose of our lives. Green aventurine encourages us to take a step back and consider the long-term impact of our decisions, guiding us to make choices that will sustain us emotionally and financially. In today's world, where the pressure to achieve quick financial success can be overwhelming, it is easy to forget that true abundance comes when we act in harmony with our values and purpose. Green aventurine reminds us that wealth is not just measured in dollars and cents, but in the quality of the decisions we make and the alignment of our lives with our higher purpose. Prosperity, then, becomes not just an external pursuit but an internal journey, one that is guided by wisdom, balance, and mindful decision-making. Ultimately, green aventurine serves as a gentle nudge to slow down and evaluate the opportunities in our lives with clarity. It encourages us to look beyond the surface and make decisions that not only benefit us in the short term but also contribute to our long-term success and fulfillment. As we continue to nurture our relationship with green aventurine, we learn to make better, more thoughtful decisions that not only bring us financial success but also lead to deeper emotional and spiritual fulfillment. By aligning ourselves with opportunities that support our highest good, we open ourselves to a flow of prosperity that is both sustainable and deeply satisfying. Part 4. The Symbolism of Green Jade. Green jade has been revered for centuries in many cultures, particularly in Buddhist philosophy, for its powerful symbolism and its connection to prosperity, balance, and spiritual wealth. Known for its calming energy and association with the heart chakra, green jade is much more than a beautiful gemstone. In the context of Buddhism, it serves as a reminder that true wealth extends far beyond material possessions and financial success. True prosperity, as Buddhist teachings emphasize, encompasses emotional and spiritual well-being, and green jade symbolizes the perfect balance between the material and the spiritual. This balance is fundamental not only for attaining external success but also for cultivating internal peace and contentment. The ancient Chinese, who were among the first to hold jade in such high regard, believed that jade possessed extraordinary healing properties. In Buddhist culture, green jade is seen as a stone that aligns the heart with the highest good, nurturing both the physical and spiritual realms. In a world driven by materialism, jade reminds us that true wealth is not measured by the amount of money in our bank accounts, but by the peace and fulfillment we experience within ourselves. This is where the symbolism of green jade becomes especially powerful. It encourages us to focus not only on acquiring material wealth but also on enriching our emotional and spiritual lives, recognizing that true prosperity comes when we are in harmony with ourselves and the world around us. Green jade is often associated with the heart chakra, the center of love, compassion, and emotional balance. The energy of this stone helps to heal and open the heart, allowing us to embrace the flow of positive energy, love, and prosperity. When we carry or wear green jade, it acts as a constant reminder to keep our hearts open, not just to material wealth but also to the abundant spiritual wealth that surrounds us. In this way, jade helps us stay grounded and centered, ensuring that our pursuit of wealth is in alignment with our values and desires for a peaceful, balanced life. The stone symbolizes the integration of love, compassion, and financial success, showing us that true prosperity involves an inner transformation that reflects outwardly in our material world. In Buddhist philosophy, it's taught that one must cultivate balance in all aspects of life. Prosperity is not about amassing wealth for its own sake, but about creating a life of harmony, where emotional, spiritual, and material aspects all come into alignment. Green jade embodies this principle. Its calming energy helps us to remain centered in the face of adversity and challenges, especially when it comes to financial struggles. It provides a gentle reminder that wealth does not have to come at the expense of our emotional health or spiritual peace. In fact, true wealth is often the result of maintaining a balanced approach to life where we are not consumed by the pursuit of financial gain but instead live with a sense of mindfulness, purpose, and compassion. One compelling real-life example of the transformative power of green jade comes from Emily, a woman who had faced years of financial instability. Emily, like many people, had spent much of her life chasing success and accumulating wealth. Yet, no matter how much money she made, she never felt truly at peace. Her financial situation often left her feeling anxious and unfulfilled. One day, during a particularly challenging period, Emily came across a small green jade bracelet at a local market. Intrigued by its beauty and its spiritual symbolism, she decided to purchase it. She wore the bracelet every day, using it as a physical reminder to slow down and reflect on her life. Over time, Emily began to notice subtle shifts in her mindset. She started to approach her financial struggles with a sense of calm and clarity. Instead of making impulsive decisions or chasing after quick fixes, she began to make thoughtful choices that aligned with her deeper values. She also realized that her true desires were not simply financial, but emotional and spiritual as well. By focusing on cultivating peace within herself and pursuing work that was meaningful to her, Emily experienced a significant shift in her overall well-being. Her anxiety around money gradually decreased, and she began to find more financial stability as a result of her new mindset. Emily's story is a testament to how green jade can serve as a powerful tool for transformation, reminding us that prosperity is not just about the accumulation of wealth, but about the inner peace that comes from balance and mindfulness. The lesson to be learned from both the symbolism of green jade and Emily's story is clear. True prosperity comes when we balance material wealth with emotional and spiritual growth. Carry jade as a reminder that prosperity is about harmony and mindfulness in all areas of life. Jade serves as a powerful reminder that our financial success and emotional well-being are not separate endeavors, but rather interconnected. By focusing on nurturing all aspects of ourselves, our physical, emotional, and spiritual health, we create a foundation for lasting prosperity. Green jade helps us to stay grounded, centered, and aligned with our highest good, encouraging us to approach both our financial and spiritual goals with mindfulness and intention. In today's world, it is easy to become consumed by the desire for material success. However, as Buddhist teachings remind us, true wealth comes when we are in balance, when we acknowledge that emotional fulfillment and spiritual growth are just as important as financial gain. Green jade serves as a gentle, constant reminder of this principle, urging us to seek harmony between the material and the spiritual. By carrying jade, we invite not only financial prosperity but also emotional and spiritual well-being, creating a life that is truly abundant in every sense of the word. Ultimately, green jade is a symbol of balance and harmony. It encourages us to live with mindfulness and compassion, ensuring that we approach wealth and prosperity in a way that enriches every aspect of our lives. Whether we are facing financial struggles or celebrating financial successes, Jade reminds us that true prosperity is about more than what we accumulate. It is about how we live and the inner peace we cultivate along the way. By keeping jade close, we are reminded to balance our desires for material wealth with a wisdom and mindfulness that lead to lasting, holistic prosperity. Part 5. The Gold Coin, a symbol of self-worth. The gold coin has long been a symbol of wealth, power, and success. Historically, gold coins were the currency of kings, emperors, and empires. Their intrinsic value and scarcity made them the standard of financial measurement, representing not only material wealth but also a deeper symbolic connection to prosperity and abundance. In modern times, gold continues to hold this revered status, but its symbolism goes beyond its physical worth. In the context of personal growth and prosperity, the gold coin is a powerful symbol of self-worth, resilience, and the energy of abundance. It is a reminder that wealth is not simply something that happens to us, but something we actively create through the effort, patience, and wisdom we invest in our lives. The gold coin is much more than just a symbol of money. It represents the journey of achieving long-term success and the internal qualities that drive it, qualities such as resilience, hard work, and a deep belief in our own value. Gold has been revered for centuries for its enduring nature, and in a similar vein, the gold coin reminds us that true wealth is not fleeting. It is not the result of one-off opportunities or lucky breaks but the culmination of consistent effort and a mindset of perseverance. Like gold, our worth does not diminish with time or circumstances. Instead, it increases as we continue to grow, learn, and overcome challenges. The gold coin, as a symbol, is both a reminder of our inherent worth and a call to action, encouraging us to pursue prosperity with the understanding that wealth is created through a long-term commitment and inner growth. In the realm of prosperity, the gold coin also embodies the energy of abundance. Just as gold has been historically associated with wealth, it also symbolizes the abundant opportunities that are available to us when we align ourselves with the right mindset. However, gold is not just about attracting wealth, it is about attracting the kind of wealth that lasts. To build lasting prosperity, we must engage in efforts that are grounded in wisdom, patience, and a clear sense of purpose. Gold serves as a reminder that abundance is not something that simply falls into our lap, but something we must create and cultivate over time. It represents the energy of persistence and determination, encouraging us to keep going even when the road to success seems long or uncertain. One of the most important aspects of the gold coin as a symbol is its connection to self-worth. In Buddhist teachings, the idea of self-worth is deeply tied to our relationship with abundance and success. True wealth comes when we recognize our value and understand that we are deserving of prosperity. The gold coin, then, is a symbol of our ability to attract abundance, not just by external means but through our internal belief in our worth. It is a tool that helps us reconnect with our inherent value and reminds us that we have the power to create the life we desire. This inner sense of worth is foundational to attracting wealth and success, as it shapes our actions, decisions, and ultimately, our outcomes. Consider the story of Alex, a man who had been struggling financially for years. Despite having a stable job and a decent income, Alex always felt that something was missing. He found himself constantly frustrated, feeling like he was working hard but never quite getting ahead. One day, a mentor introduced him to the concept of using a gold coin as a symbol of self-worth and prosperity. Intrigued but skeptical, Alex decided to give it a try. He bought a small gold coin and began carrying it with him every day. The gold coin, he soon realized, was not just a physical object but a reminder of his value and potential. It became a daily affirmation that he deserved success and was capable of achieving it. Over time, Alex noticed a significant shift in his mindset. Instead of feeling helpless in the face of his financial struggles, he began to take more proactive steps toward improving his situation. He looked for new opportunities, made smarter financial decisions, and started focusing on long-term goals rather than short-term fixes. Slowly but surely, his financial situation began to improve. Alex found that, by carrying the gold coin, he had internalized the belief that he was worthy of success. This shift in self-worth led to a shift in his actions, and as a result, he began attracting the opportunities that had once seemed out of reach. Alex's story is a powerful example of how the gold coin can serve as a reminder of our worth and our ability to attract success. The gold coin was not the source of his financial transformation, rather, it served as a tool to reconnect him with his inner strength and resilience. By reminding himself of his worth and potential, Alex was able to take the necessary steps toward creating the wealth and abundance he desired. This is the essence of what the gold coin represents, the ability to create and attract lasting prosperity through patience, resilience, and a deep belief in ourselves. The lesson from Alex's story and from the symbolism of the gold coin is simple yet profound. Wealth is earned through effort and resilience. The gold coin reminds us of our ability to attract and create abundance with patience and perseverance. True wealth is not about chasing after immediate gratification or short-term gains. It is about cultivating a mindset that is focused on long-term success and resilience in the face of challenges. Just as gold is refined over time to reveal its brilliance, so too is our wealth and success the result of consistent effort and determination. The gold coin encourages us to stay focused on the journey, knowing that every step we take brings us closer to the life we envision. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to become discouraged when success doesn't come quickly. But the gold coin reminds us that true prosperity is not about rushing toward a goal, but about staying committed to the process. Wealth is built through consistent effort, careful decision-making, and a deep belief in our own worth. The gold coin serves as a powerful symbol of this process, reminding us to stay resilient, to persevere in the face of obstacles, and to trust that abundance will come when we align our actions with our highest potential. Ultimately, the gold coin is a symbol of self-worth, resilience, and the energy of abundance. It encourages us to recognize our own value and to take proactive steps toward creating the life we desire. By carrying the gold coin as a reminder of our worth, we unlock the energy of prosperity and invite it into our lives. The gold coin reminds us that wealth is not just about what we accumulate, but about who we become in the process: resilient, patient, and deeply aligned with our own potential for success. Part 6. Rice as a symbol of sustenance and prosperity. In many cultures around the world, rice is not just a basic food staple, it's a symbol of nourishment, growth, and abundance. In Buddhist philosophy, rice holds a particularly significant place, representing the cyclical nature of life and prosperity. The growth and cultivation of rice serve as powerful metaphors for how we approach prosperity, emphasizing the importance of patience, consistent effort, and mindfulness. Just as rice sustains and nourishes the body, our mindful efforts in managing finances and nurturing our goals can nourish and sustain our future prosperity. Rice has long been revered in Buddhist traditions as a symbol of abundance and the potential for growth. The process of growing rice, planting a seed, tending to it, and nurturing it over time mirrors the journey of financial prosperity. In Buddhism, life is seen as a cycle, where everything is interconnected and constantly evolving. Similarly, prosperity is not something that arrives in a single, sudden moment but is cultivated over time through consistent, mindful actions. The humble rice grain embodies the idea that prosperity, much like the rice crop, requires care and patience to grow and flourish. The significance of rice in Buddhist culture can also be understood through its role in rituals and offerings. Rice is often used in Buddhist ceremonies as a symbol of gratitude and an offering to the divine. This reflects the Buddhist teaching that prosperity is not just about accumulating material wealth, but about cultivating an attitude of gratitude and generosity. In this sense, rice represents not only the abundance that we receive but also the blessings we share with others. When we approach prosperity with a mindset of gratitude and generosity, we align ourselves with the natural flow of abundance, allowing it to multiply and continue to nourish us in all aspects of life. Beyond its symbolic value, rice also teaches us important lessons about financial growth and the importance of small, consistent actions. Just as the smallest rice grain, when nurtured with care, can grow into a full harvest, even the smallest efforts toward financial stability can compound over time to create lasting prosperity. Rice teaches us that prosperity is not always about making big, dramatic moves. Sometimes, it's the consistent, small actions that we take every day that have the greatest impact. Just as a single rice grain, when planted and tended to with care, can grow into a bountiful crop, our financial success is built through small, consistent actions like budgeting, saving, and investing over time. In Buddhism, mindfulness plays a central role in everything we do. This includes how we manage our finances and pursue prosperity. When we practice mindfulness in our financial decisions, we are like the farmer tending to his rice field. We are aware of the choices we make, and we approach them with care, patience, and attention. This mindfulness helps us stay focused on our long-term goals, just as the farmer remains focused on the future harvest while tending to his rice. When we apply this principle to our finances, we recognize that prosperity does not come from impulsive decisions or quick fixes. Instead, it grows from a steady, mindful approach that nurtures our financial well-being over time. Consider the story of Robert, a man who was struggling with his finances despite having a steady job. He had accumulated some debt over the years and found it difficult to make progress toward financial stability. However, Robert decided to adopt a new approach. Instead of focusing on large, immediate changes, he would start with small, consistent efforts. He began by creating a simple budget and tracking his expenses. He didn't try to make drastic cuts all at once. Instead, he focused on small adjustments like cooking meals at home instead of eating out, cutting back on unnecessary subscriptions, and putting aside a small portion of his income into savings each month. At first, these changes felt insignificant. However, over time, Robert noticed that his debt was slowly decreasing, and his savings were gradually increasing. His small, consistent efforts were adding up. He began to feel more in control of his finances and less anxious about his future. After a year of mindful budgeting and saving, Robert found himself in a much stronger financial position. He had paid off a significant portion of his debt, built up an emergency fund, and even started investing for his future. Robert's story exemplifies how small, mindful actions can lead to significant financial growth over time. Much like the rice farmer who patiently tends to each grain, Robert's consistent, mindful efforts nurtured his financial stability and ultimately led to lasting prosperity. The lesson here is clear. Rice reminds us that small, mindful actions can multiply over time. By nurturing our financial goals with patience and consistency, we invite abundance into our lives. Robert's success didn't come from a single, large decision but from his ability to stay patient and consistent in his efforts. Similarly, in Buddhism, success is often viewed as the result of consistent practice and mindful living. Whether we are growing rice or growing our wealth, the key to prosperity lies in the patience and mindfulness we apply to our efforts. In today's fast-paced world, it is easy to get caught up in the pursuit of instant gratification. We often look for quick ways to achieve financial success, whether through high-risk investments or impulsive spending. However, the story of rice teaches us that prosperity is a slow, steady process. Just as rice grows gradually through consistent care, our financial prosperity is built through small, thoughtful actions that compound over time. When we approach our financial journey with mindfulness and patience, we are able to stay focused on our long-term goals, resist the temptation for immediate rewards, and cultivate the abundance we desire. In Buddhism, there is a strong emphasis on living with intention and purpose. This applies not only to our spiritual practice but also to how we manage our resources, including money. When we live with intention in our financial decisions, we are planting the seeds for future prosperity. Like the rice farmer who carefully plans each step of the planting process, we too must approach our financial journey with intention and mindfulness. This means being thoughtful about our spending, saving, and investing choices, and recognizing that our actions today will impact our financial future. By nurturing our financial goals with care and consistency, we align ourselves with the flow of abundance and create the conditions for lasting prosperity. Ultimately, rice serves as a reminder that prosperity is a cycle, just as life itself is. It teaches us that small, consistent efforts can grow into something meaningful, and that true abundance is cultivated over time through mindfulness, patience, and care. By approaching our financial goals with the same mindfulness that a farmer applies to tending his crops, we create the conditions for lasting prosperity. Rice reminds us that, like the grain in the field, our wealth and abundance grow as we nurture them with patience and consistency, and that true prosperity comes from the steady, mindful effort we invest in our lives. Today, we've uncovered some incredible symbols from Buddhist teachings that can truly shift our energy and help us align with the flow of abundance. From the symbol that invites financial opportunities to the green aventurine that aligns us with our true potential, each of these practices carries a powerful reminder: prosperity is not just about what we accumulate, but about the mindset we nurture. We explored how written goals, jade, gold coins, and rice all carry profound lessons about patience, action, and intentional living. But here's the thing: none of this is about magic or waiting for some miraculous change. These practices are about intention, mindfulness, and action. True prosperity doesn't just come from wealth, it's about aligning your mind, body, and spirit with your goals and purpose. Abundance is not something we chase or hope for, it's something we become. When we embody the right mindset, set clear intentions, and take the right actions, prosperity naturally flows toward us. So, what are you doing today to invite abundance into your life? Are you ready to shift your mindset and begin your own journey of prosperity? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear how you're applying these teachings. And if you're ready to take this journey to the next level, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more life-changing insights from Buddha's Odyssey. Together, we'll continue uncovering the wisdom that empowers us to create a life of abundance, balance, and success. Until next time, keep walking your path with intention, and watch as prosperity unfolds around you.